I'm going to show you how to crochet the pike stitch. Welcome back, it's Samantha at SJ Lopez Designs. If you've never been on my channel before, welcome. My channel is about everything crochet. So in today's video, I want to share a stitch with you all. It's called the Pike Stitch. It's like a really fun, a really easy, it's a super beginner friendly stitch. And if you can chain, if you can single crochet, then the Pike Stitch is a perfect stitch for you. So before we get started learning to crochet the Pike Stitch, I want to tell you all about the project that I'm working on and why I am sharing the Pike Stitch with you. So I'm currently in the process of making a shawl for a family member. And if you know anything about me, you know that I probably don't make a lot of projects to like sell or give out. I mostly do projects so that I can make patterns. I like to share my patterns and tutorials with you all. And I just recently opened my Etsy shop. I do have a written out pattern version of my mini Christmas stocking on there. I came across like a little site where it's for crochet, and people were talking about not necessarily liking video tutorials like the ones I have on here. They were saying that they would rather just buy a printed up pattern and just kind of read over it and kind of do their thing. And so I thought that would be another way for me to share crochet with more people. And so I do have my new Etsy up and going, and I do have that pattern on there for anyone that doesn't want ads in their videos and would rather just read instead of listen to me talk. So whatever way works for you. But whenever I get my shawl finished, I will have a pattern typed up, and it will be available on my Etsy shop, and I will let you all know whenever that is actually ready to go. But today I'm going to share the Pike Stitch with you. It's a beautiful stitch. It is super easy. It's literally a combination of chains and then an extended single crochet. And it's really like beginner friendly, and I want to just show all that to you guys, especially anyone that's interested in purchasing my pattern. That way you can see like firsthand what the Pike Stitch is supposed to look like. So just really quick before we get started on that tutorial for the Pike Stitch, I just want to show you what I have done of the shawl first. So here it is. I'm literally just working on the basic shape of it, and you can see like up close and personal what the Pike Stitch looks like. It is so pretty. It's so fun. It's like chill and relaxing, and you can kind of like see through it here a little bit. But this is what it looks like so far. I'm just getting the length in there. What's really cool about this is that it's gonna have pockets. It's gonna have, I think maybe some like fringe on the end. It's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be really soft. Hopefully it keeps the person wearing it comfortable. But I just wanted to show you all what it looks like so far. I'm really excited to get it up and going on my Etsy shop. I just have to get it finished and get the whole like pattern typed up and everything. And then it'll be ready for everybody. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial for the Pike Stitch. So to do the Pike Stitch, you can chain however many you want. So like if you're making a blanket, you can chain a whole bunch of chain stitches. However, you want to make sure that the total amount that you have to start is an odd number. So you know, definitely don't start with an even number. It's gonna mess up your pattern. So any odd number that you want, and then you have to account for 5 stitches. That's gonna kind of work as your turning chain, and it's gonna get that next row started. So I know for this one I started with 51 chain across, and then I ended up 5 chains from the hook is where I did my first stitch at. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew that before we get going on this. So what we're looking at right here is an extended single crochet from the previous round that I was working on. What you're going to do is you're going to insert your crochet hook, and then you're going to yarn over, you're going to pull that yarn through, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through the first loop, and then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through both of these loops on your crochet hook. And then you formed an extended single crochet, and then you're just going to chain one, and then you're going to move on. So we're not working in this chain one space. However, we are working in that other extended single crochet from our previous row here. So you have to make sure that you're inserting your hook into the proper place. So the extended single crochet is right there. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull it through. You're going to yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over and pull through the second loop, and then chain one. And as you can see, my yarn is it's a heavier weighted yarn. I'm also, for my pattern, I'm working with a 10mm crochet hook. And then I am not doing this like really tight or anything. What's so nice about it is that you can see through the stitches, and it's kind of like light, but then like the material is really very, very soft. So I'm just going to show that for a few more rounds here for you guys, just so you can kind of see like what the pattern is looking like. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, just through the first loop, and then yarn over and pull through the second loop, chain one, and insert my hook again, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, and then chain one again. See how it is super easy? We're just working this all the way across, so back and forth. And then I want to show you guys what to do whenever you get to the very end of a row. So I'm just going to go ahead and work this all the way down, and then I will show you at the very end how I move up to the next row. Just really quick, while I have this part sped up, I wanted to touch on the very beginning after you form your odd number of chain stitches. Whenever you start your first pike stitch in that 5th stitch from the crochet hook, you want to make sure that you just go ahead and do that extended single crochet, and then you're going to chain one, and then you'll skip a stitch, and then you'll work that extended single crochet, chain one, skip a stitch. And so that's how you form that first row of the pike stitch after you do your chain. I realized that I didn't really touch too much on that in the beginning, just because I already have this pattern started. I will have that all fully incorporated in the tutorial for my shawl pattern when I do have that all like typed up and ready to go in my Etsy shop. Here I'm literally at the end of my row. I've done my extended single crochet, I've done that chain one. Here is the chain 3 from the previous row. Whenever I got to the end, I chained 3 before moving up. I need to do my last extended single crochet in this this chain right here. So I'm just going to, in that little space right there, I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through, and then I'm going to yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over and pull through the second loop, and that's how I finish this this row right here. To move up to my next row, I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and then now it's ready for me to turn my work and then just go back and forth between doing an extended single crochet and then the chain. I hope you all enjoyed learning about the pike stitch today, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to get my shawl finished and to get that pattern up and ready for you all on Etsy if you're interested. If you have any questions, please comment below, like the video, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss out on any of my upcoming free tutorials and any like pattern releases on Etsy. But thank you guys. Bye.